Item 533, accept the Lents Town Center Urban Renewal Area 5-year action plan and direct staff to implement through budget recommendations.
PDC's been working on 5-year plans, action plans for the urban renewal areas. This one in particular reinforces that the Lents urban renewal area is a priority for the city, lays out a strategy for the next 5 years about where we focus our investments, where they'll have the most impact, ensures that existing residents and businesses benefit from the change that we're trying to foster. It's a framework for other bureaus, BES, PBOT, planning, parks, housing, PDC, to all work together, gives certainty to businesses and developers so that they feel comfortable in making their investments in concert with ours.
As the mayor mentioned, we have taken this new approach to thinking about our priority areas throughout the city, and it's really to turn us to action in these areas. But it's also meant to be far more of a cross-bureau holistic approach to thinking about our work in these neighborhoods. I think people rightfully look to PDC when you think about areas like Lents or Gateway or South Waterfront. But I think we're only at our best when we work across bureaus. So this represents the work of many bureaus.
So in our neighborhood centers, where PDC is actually investing approximately $25.7 million. In partnership with us, PBOT is investing $5.2 million in infrastructure projects that actually help improve the placemaking piece, as well as promoting private and public investments for businesses. In our commercial corridor, PDC's focus of our $6.7 million in a little bit of infrastructure project, as well as working with business development officers in those commercial corridors to help our long-term business owners, as well as the small minority businesses in these areas. Affordable housing area, we're partnering with the Portland Housing Bureau, who's investing about $9.1 million to preserve housing affordability for homeowners and renters, and to encourage rehabilitation and construction of new units. And finally, but not least, our industrial and open space. Here we're investing nearly $7.7 million between PDC and BES, really looking at how do we intensify the industrial land use out here, as well as take a look at the 100-year flood mitigation.
Trang Lam and her team took all the work done to date on the Lents URA, all the studies and all the plans, all the community input, and they prioritized it without reinventing the wheel. That first work was brought to our subcommittee to be energetically critiqued, tweaked, and reworked. We had some very exciting, very direct debates and conversations in those meetings. That revised work was then brought to area community stakeholders that had been involved in the Lents urban renewal area to make sure that what we had was in keeping with what had already been heard from the community. This work has been an efficient use of both time and public monies, and as a Portland taxpayer, I really appreciate that.
I've learned that in neighborhood economic development, often what drives revitalization is a change in the sort of emotional association with a neighborhood or a community. And we hope that the Mercado and the development on the West Node, as well as the work in the town center, will start to change people's sort of emotional association with the area that will have a positive effect and encourage other investment and revitalization. So thank you, and I urge your support.
The PDC team has been just tremendous to work with on this, by the way. They're always available, answering questions, pointing folks in the right direction. So Trang and Kevin and Allison have been a tremendous asset, and we in the neighborhood see that. So, and the one thing that I've said many, many times, and it's very well timed for today, is if you would like to see the potential of what that core area can be, come to the Lents International Farmers Market. The first one happens to be at 10 o'clock on Sunday. You can see the hope that we have in our neighborhood. Thanks for the time.
I'm delighted that part of what we're doing is taking existing plans, sharpening them, and actually putting some muscle behind them. And the Lents area deserves nothing less. So thank you very much for your good work. Aye.
I want to just compliment the emerging leadership and the existing leadership of the Lents Neighborhood Association and the Lents area. There's a lot of good things going on in Lents, and I think this plan is going to make sure that things get even better. So please to support it. Aye.
I too really appreciated the citizen panel's presentation and appreciate all the work that you have done. And let's cross our fingers and hope that it has the hoped for impact. Aye.
Thanks to the citizens of Lents who have not given up. And for time and time again, we have tried to find that catalytic project and that catalytic plan that's going to finally make Lents blossom into the community that it should be in and that the community deserves.
I think this is a good blueprint. Look forward to continuing to have all of our bureaus work with PDC, because that's what it's going to take, whether it's a floodplain issue or a streets and sidewalks issue, or what we do in the comp plan to support this effort. All the other bureaus need to be working in concert, but this is the right blueprint for that work. No, well done. Thank you. Aye.
Thank you.